Relationships are getting wrecked left and right. And the cause? A viral TikTok trend that's turning couples against each other. What starts as just for fun is leading to real drama. And some people are learning the hard way. Let's break down what's really happening.
We listen and we don't judge. I have an irrational anger response. When I'm sitting at a red light and someone pulls up next to me, it pisses me off. Could you scoot up a little bit?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
We listen and we don't judge.
Y'all scared? I got kids by my uncle. All three are his, and my baby daddy think the kids is his.
What?
Tell everybody I don't like men, so I tell them my kids are my nieces and nephews.
We listen and we don't judge.
So yeah, y'all know I'm a nurse, and sometimes, well, all the time, if I work in a nursing home, I pass gas because it's stinking there anyway.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
The patient?
Yeah.
This is just beyond rude, and she knows it, sadly.
And they smell it.
It's stinking there anyway.
So they got tubes in them, and you just laying it loose.
Like you just farting.
Yeah.
Because old people smell.
Because they pooping there all day anyway.
What the hell is wrong with you?
So you be like, if you in the room with them and they laying in the bed.
If it's a solid fart, I let it out. They smell it. It smell like that anyway.
But you know that, like, they know the difference in.
They do not. It's shit.
We listen
and we don't judge. I used to just be friends with people that I knew didn't like me. And they didn't treat me like a friend just because I wanted friends.
Aww.
And it went on for years.
On the other hand, men would rather be alone all their lives rather than be with bad friends for just a minute.
Fucking cry.
But you was pretty.
Y'all
And
all
then
cry?
I had to, go through trauma and heal from that, but, I did it.
You mean to beat them up?
And then I used to hate them too on the inside, so I don't think none of us liked each other for real. I don't think none of us liked each other. We was just hanging around each other for a long time.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
We listen and we don't judge. I got one more.
This one will shock you, and let it be a reminder to keep your personal secrets to yourself.
Since we not judging, right? We not.
No. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I got a different group chat with me and 5 of my friends, and I talk about every single one of y'all. I told them about your business, your business, your business, your whole business, y'all businesses, your dog business, everybody business.
What the is this piece of
This is why many men tell their girlfriends to avoid bad company for this specific reason.
But I always seem like a saint.
You can get out my car.
Don't even worry about it, because guess what?
No, because I'm a little pissed off.
I lie to her anyway because I know she be telling my business because she's messy like that.
I'm not.
Oh, so you be telling her stuff, but you know it's a lie.
Yeah.
I
told her my lights was
so
cut
the stuff
off.
that she telling other people, you ain't worried about it because it's a lie.
I told her my lights was cut off.
I don't tell her nothing. So.
What happened till we don't judge?
I was like, I don't want to play no more.
I never told
really
them
feel like she
Toya
need to
lights
get out of the
got
car.
cut
It
off.
don't really matter.
I never told them your lights got cut off.
Okay, but like you telling them now, like,
Girl, why are you doing it?
No, she put the lighter to the gas.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
At least this trend showed the true colors of some people.
We don't judge.
One time we were in a fight, and this was a few years ago, and I was really upset with you, and you wanted apple juice. So I took a cup, I peed in it, put it in the fridge for 3 hours to make it cold, and I gave it to you, and that's why it tasted disgusting when you tried it.
You serious? This could have went wrong in so many ways, and it's not even funny.
Every time I wake you up in the middle of the night and I'm sweating for you to put the AC on.
Yeah, this is true.
The remote's on my side, but I put it on your side and then wake you up so you do it and I don't have to.
What an inconvenience that is.
We listen and we don't judge eventually will turn into I can't forget, and I won't forgive to all the things you said when I was listening and not judging.
Listen and we don't judge.
Sometimes we get packages that I tell you is PR, but it's actually stuff I've ordered.
You what? How many things? No. We listen and we don't judge. You know how you wanted me to cook you a steak the other night?
Yeah.
But I said that we were out of pellets.
Uh-huh.
We actually had pellets. I just didn't want to have to stand out in the cold and cook it.
I was really honestly craving it.
We don't care.
I was freezing out.
At least he had a good reason for not wanting to cook outside because of the weather.
We listen and we don't judge.
Sometimes when I'm cooking with vegetables, I tell you I've washed them before I've cooked with them, when I really haven't.
I beg your pardon?
Maggie, that's disgusting. So there's like dirt all over them and stuff and you're feeding them to me?
I cooked them.
We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes when I say I'm going upstairs to play video games, I'm actually going upstairs just to get away from you and your attitude.
Got it!
And I don't even play video games at all. I just like sit in silence.
Sometimes we all need a break from the arguments, and there is nothing better than silence.
Sorry.
I have nothing to say.
We listen and we don't judge.
A couple nights ago, when you asked me if I farted in the bed, and I said no, it was Annie, it was actually me.
That smelled like Annie's farts. It was so bad, Maggie.
We listen and we don't judge.
Remember when I knew you for like 4 days and you helped me move my apartment and a couple other guys showed up to help me move too?
Yeah.
I was going on dates with them too.
Huh?
I just invited everyone I was dating at the time to help me move my apartment. There was like 3 dudes that I was all dating. We don't judge.
I was hoping you move against my competition.
It was just like casual dates here and there.
Oh, hell no!
We don't judge.
Not only did she date 3 guys behind his back, but hid this information for 2 years, which is insane.
I'm holding that in for like 2 years. It feels good to get that off my chest.
We listen and we don't judge. Remember when you asked me to fold the laundry last week?
Yeah.
I poured water inside of it so I could tell you that it wasn't dry, so I didn't have to fold it.
Wait, that's actually genius.
Ready? We listen and we don't judge. Probably in like every single grade in high school, me and my friend Madison would sneak in boys to her house at night.
What?
We don't judge. You can't say
in middle school?
You don't say anything. That's not the trend.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Okay. We listen and we don't judge. When I was dating Dad,
okay.
I pooped on the kitchen floor.
Police! Police! Help!
What do you think of that? And he stayed, and now we're married almost 25 years.
We listen and we don't judge.
You know what they say, the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
At night, I would, this summer, I had a boy sleepover and you guys had no idea and the whole family was home.
When?
We listen and we don't judge.
I want you to stop saying odd.
We listen and we don't judge.
Sometimes I don't really have a headache. We listen and we
listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I go in the bathroom and hide and pretend to go to the bathroom when I hear the chaos in the house, just so you have to handle it, not me. I'm not judging. No. We listen and we don't judge.
When sometimes I tell you I'm going to get a facial, but I'm really going to get Botox. We
listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I pretend to have to fix something downstairs just so I can play video games and have some peace.
My man.
We listen and we don't judge.
Sometimes I move your keys on purpose just to drive you crazy when you say you can't find them.
What this trend reveals the most are the lies, and it's something a relationship shouldn't have. But the fact that she hid his keys and watched him lose his mind is sad, and if it was me, I would have left.
We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I tell you I have to go run errands, but I'm really just eating Chick-fil-A in my car and going shopping.
Well, well, well.
We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I ignore you and pretend like I can't hear you in hopes that you'll get so annoyed that you have to repeat it that you won't ask me to do something again.
You're done.
Sometimes when I feel like you're gonna make me mad, I automatically change your name, go through the whole process of
Go meet boys.
It's pretty obvious at this point. The fact that she changes his name heavily reveals that someone else might see it.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
You go party.
No. I am chill because you make me mad.
No, because you're trying to be sneaky. Okay, whatever. Okay, because it's my turn. When we listen, come on, bro. We listen and we don't judge.
You just judge though, so.
Whenever we argue, I plan a breakup situation in my head to get out of the relationship.
Don't. Me.
What?
I can see why he wants to leave.
What's wrong with you?
She belongs to the streets.
What? You were telling the truth.
Yeah.
You said to not judge.
You did judge.
And then you judged.
No, but you like what? Breaking up?
You're being a judger.
Breaking up? You want to break up? I can make it real easy for you. The process.
Okay, can we get back to the video?
No,
like, why are you?
The process is real easy.
Like, you're being a manipulator.
The process is real easy.
The process.
So let me know.
Get back to the video.
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
The process is real easy.
Where?
Yeah.
I didn't ask for that. Move. Get back to the video.
The process is real easy.
Get back to the video. Get back to the video. Get off your phone.
Stop speaking to me. Give me my phone.
Get back to the video. So, bro, it's a video.
I wonder if they stay together after this.
We listen and we don't judge.
Sometimes when I serve dinner, I eat my own meal in the kitchen before plating our dinners, so it looks like we're getting the same amount, but I always get more.
Sometimes when you're in the bathroom, I turn the Wi-Fi off so that you won't stay in there for very long.
I wait for you to fall asleep. I go and turn the temperature up because I like a warmer room, and then I wake up early and turn it back down, and that's why you've been sweating so much at night.
Sometimes I pretend that I have cramps when I'm not in the mood.
I'm not actually allergic to your mom's cat. I just don't like her.
Sometimes when the dog takes a I pretend I don't see it so that you'll clean it up.
I also do that.
You didn't max out your credit card. We did. I've been using it to shop online.
I took our emergency fund money that we contributed to together and lost it on crypto about 5 months ago.
I replaced your vape with nicotine-free juice, and that's why you've been so irritable lately.
The engagement ring I got you is used.
At least it's not a fake ring.
What do you mean it's used?
I proposed to, it was a brief thing. I just didn't think it was relevant. No judge, no judge.
You don't actually snore at night. Sometimes I just ask you to sleep in the guest room because you're annoying.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This one should seal the deal for me. If my wife told me she finds me annoying, I'd just pack my bags.
Your brother slapped my ass on a camping trip while you were chopping wood.
I lied about you having bad breath just to humble you. You're conceited. I got a happy ending in Vegas for Steve's bachelor party, and I think about it when we have sex.
When we were on our break, I got back together with my ex and we filmed content, and I'm still making money off of it.
This last one is a hard pill to swallow. What do you guys think?
Don't judge.
And you know what though? That's typically how the bullshit goes. You feel me?
Listen and we don't judge. Okay, my turn.
Wait.
Sometimes when we're away from each other and you text me, I'll see the text messages, but then I won't respond until like an hour later, so I seem busy.
Can someone explain this one to me?
Yeah.
We listen and we don't judge.
I know you do that.
You do?
Yeah. When I'm with you, you're open 24/7, and then I text and I'm like, oh, she must have died. Oh, she must be so busy. I wonder what she's doing right now.
One time I made you a breakfast burrito, and while I was cleaning up, I saw there was mold in the tortilla bag, and I was gonna turn around to tell you that there was mold, but you already finished it.
This is why I only trust myself and my mother to cook for me.
Whenever you get mad at me, I'll purposefully hide your phone, your keys, your wallet, whatever is essential in your life so that you'll come and talk to me first. One time when we were on a date, I started choking on a noodle and I didn't want you to notice. So I acted like I dropped something so that I could throw up under the table into a napkin, and I almost died. Like I was legit choking.
Why not ask for help?
We listen and we don't judge. So one time in college, I thought you was cheating on me. So I thought you was going on a date with another guy. So I decided to dress in all black and follow you at nighttime to that restaurant. I parked close enough to the window to see who you was meeting up with. And then I started to feel bad because it wasn't a guy, it was your actual best friend. So I felt so bad that I called into the restaurant and I ordered your favorite drinks and your favorite appetizers to have her send it to your table, and I told her to tell you that it was on the house.
Oh my God, that was you?
We listen and we don't judge.
At least I respect him for admitting his mistake and doing the right thing.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay, so you know how we take turns feeding the baby, right? At night. So sometimes I'll lie and say that I fed the baby last while you sleep, so that way you'll take my turn and then I can get some more rest.
You lying little heifer.
We listen and we don't judge.
No, I'm judging because I be tired at nighttime.
Me too. What you think?
You little lying heifer. We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes when I go to the gym, I don't actually go to the gym. I go to Chick-fil-A. When I get to Chick-fil-A, I order me a meal. I order me my large fruit punch and a large water. But I know you're gonna check my location. So I go park at the gym, eat my meal, use the water, sprinkle it on my shirt, on my face.
Oh my God.
Act like I had a nice little workout when I got home. And then I come home.
That's why you're not losing no weight.
We listen and we don't judge. Wow. We listen and we don't judge.
Okay, so you remember a couple years ago we got in that big argument right before you went on your boys trip?
Yeah.
And I told you to turn around because I was sick and in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't actually sick, so I made that up because I knew that you would turn around and I wanted to be spiteful. Honestly, I didn't want you to have fun because I was already irritated with you. And I wanted you to turn around and be with me. And
Jay, you were in the hospital for like 2 days.
Kyle had to commit to the role. I couldn't just I was
commit to the role?
I was in too deep.
You have some thin line between love and hate.
No, I just
Yo, this girl is crazy.
These two had some secrets, but nothing out of the ordinary. What matters is that no cheating is involved.
We listen and we don't judge.
Sometimes I really don't feel like cooking for you, so I say that we're out of certain ingredients when we're really not.
We listen and we don't judge.
Sometimes I smell one of the dogs pooped in his cage, but I let you find out in the morning for yourself.
So if you know, then why don't you go clean it? You have me clean it every time.
I have a baby.
That's not...
It's truly sad that she doesn't like cooking for her man and would lie to avoid that.
Sometimes I say my back is hurting just so you can bend down and pick something up, but really I'm just being lazy.
So your back don't be hurting.
Hey, don't judge me. When we get into a little disagreement or a heated argument, I wish that the Saints will lose just so I could see you frustrated. And whenever they lose and you get frustrated, I get really happy.
This is a sad fact, But some people really get happy when they see others sad.
See, that ain't right.
Sometimes I secretly hide your game controller so you won't get on the game for the whole day. And then you look for it for hours. The whole time I know where it's at.
So this whole time, I be trying to find my controller.
Yes, you struggle.
You know what
Why are you
doing.
judging me? You struggle, look for it, and I know where it's at the whole time.
This is a crazy trend, but I hope it makes some people reconsider. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.